What is up, all my lovely subjects? It's your Royal Highness Sing King here. So today I'm starting my whole thing of talking to you guys about bands I like and don't like, and why I like or don't like them. And today, I thought I'd start off with something that might surprise you guys. So Kellen Quinn, my celebrity husband, the man who I am totally obsessed with. Some of you might know this. He, before Sleeping with Sirens was a band, Kellen was in a band called Closer to Closure. I have listened to some Closer to Closure songs, and I just never liked them. I mean, yes, I do love Kellen's voice from the Closer to Closure days, but it's everything else about Closer to Closure that I don't like. I love the fact that Kellen was the lead singer for Closer to Closure. I love his voice in Closer to Closure songs, but I don't like the music they have set to all of the songs that I've heard by them, and I don't like the way the lyrics sound. It just, other than Kellen's voice, I honestly think Closer to Closure sounds like a giant load of crap. It's very surprising to me, myself, being as big of a fan of Kellen Quinn that I already am, that I do not like Closer to Closure. I mean, when I first found out that Kellen Quinn used to be in a band called Closer to Closure around the time when I was first starting to hear songs from Sleeping with Sirens album, With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear, I started listening to songs from Sleeping with Sirens' first full-length album way late into my whole thing of listening to Sleeping with Sirens. It was like 3 or 4 years after I got into Sleeping with Sirens that I first heard songs from the With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear album. But around that time is when I found out that Kellen used to be in Closer to Closure. So I thought I would give them a chance and see how my husband sounded before Sleeping with Sirens was a thing, before they were a band. And I was not impressed at all. They sounded so bad, in my opinion. Except for Kellen's voice. And to this day, I'm still surprised, personally, that I hate Closer to Closure. Because even myself, I still think to this day that I honestly expected myself to like the music that Closer to Closure made when they were still together. Partially because of the fact that my husband, Kellen Quinn, was the lead singer for Closer to Closure. But I honestly think that now that Sleeping with Sirens has been a band for 10 years now, because they started in 2009 with the If You Were a Movie, This Would Be Your Soundtrack EP. For 10 years, I personally feel like Kellen Quinn has been making way better music with Sleeping with Sirens than he did with Closer to Closure. But Closer to Closure I just really think their sound was... It probably would have been better if they would have tried to... I don't know, if Kellen and the rest of the people who were in Closer to Closure would have sat down before they released music, then they probably would have written better music than they did when they were together. That's just my opinion. So something I'm going to be doing with the bands that I'm talking about with this whole thing I'm doing with the bands I don't like is I'm going to be listening to some songs from the bands I don't like, songs I don't know from the bands I don't like. And the song that I have chosen for Closer to Closure is called Heartache Hotel. Let's see how this sounds. I'm going to be listening to the whole song when I do this at the end of these videos, guys. I gotta exit out of YouTube and go back into it again. Okay, so yeah, like I said, the song I chose to listen to by Closer to Closure is called Heartache Hotel. I will be listening to the whole song, like I said, which is 3 minutes long. These lyrics are not making any sense to me. I swear to God, these lyrics are making no sense to me. What is this? Okay, now they're starting to make sense to me, but it's just... What? Wait, I'm confused. So first this started out like a love song, and now Kellen's talking about I don't even miss you. Stop what? Just stop what? What? Why are you falling asleep while you're driving in this song? Wow. Damn. This is so depressing, but it sounds so bad. I don't even miss you. That's harsh. California reminds me of you. What? I do not understand this song. Why can't you just stop singing this horrible song? Thank God it's almost over. That was bad. Those lyrics made no sense to me, and the acoustic guitar to me did not sound like it really went with the lyrics of the song. I think they should have done a totally different thing for that song. Yeah, I still do not like Closer to Closure. Apparently. I mean, yes, I do still like the way Kellen's voice sounded when he was with Closer to Closure, but just the lyrics he wrote were so bad for Closer to Closure, and I'm honestly just glad they're not a band anymore, and I'm so glad that Sleeping with Sirens has been a band for 10 years now. Thank God. That's all I really can say about Closer to Closure. So these videos are going to be random. I'm not going to be saying what band I'm going to talk about next. I'm just going to let these kinds of videos on my channel talking about the bands I like and don't like be random because of the fact that I'm doing both bands I like and don't like or really hate. But yeah, I guess now you guys know why I do not like the band that Kellen Quinn was originally in called Closer to Closure. So that's really all I have to say about this. So this has been Scene King. I will see all of my lovely subjects on Friday in my next video.